What's the best purchase you've ever made? I bought a horse named Paco for $500. My mom's hairdresser kept trying to sell him to me, starting at $3,500, and every few months she would lower the price $500. When she got to $500, I said I would look at Hi Monsieur. That was 18 years ago. He was the first horse my daughter was able to get out and ride on her own. She took him to the county fair the first year she showed there and won numerous ribbons on him, including hunter over fences, jumping him over 3-foot fences. We didn't know he could jump. After she moved on to other horses, we kept him, and many different kids showed him at the fair, all doing very well with Hi Monsieur. Another lady had a parade horse get sick and borrowed Paco and took him to the Kentucky Derby parade and the Indy 500 parade. He proudly marched in both. He also became a lesson horse and taught hundreds of beginners how to ride a horse. Never once has lost his patience with anyone. The only thing he asks in return is some peppermint candy. He's in his late 30s now and is still going strong. He doesn't do many lessons anymore, but every once in a while someone is lucky enough to get to learn on Hi Monsieur. Best $500 I ever spent, J. Edit number 1. Didn't expect this to blow up. I will figure out how to share a picture of Hi Monsieur. Edit number 2. I added a couple posts on our equestrian with a parade picture and a current picture of Paco. There were many great pictures of him with dozens of different kids with Hi Monsieur. He's a great old man. Someone shared the links below. Edit number 3. Another quick little story about Paco. He was already in his teens when we brought him home, so he had been around. I didn't know much of his history though. So one day a lady was touring at our barn, and when she got to his stall, she asked if he was Paco. When I told her he was, she proceeded to tell me how he had been her horse years before and they had worked at a local race track ponying racehorses. She said he had been great at the job and he had done more than one out-of-control racehorse to help get them off the track. He has had quite the life. You know, we have an animal tax around here. You can't just talk about this awesome horse and not show him off. I got my dog for $20 from some meth head 7 years ago. They got high, you got a dog, win-win. I broke up with my HS sweetheart near graduation for reasons. She got a new boyfriend and I a new girlfriend. Mine didn't last but 2 weeks. Months go by. I started college, and we remained in touch. I missed being with her, and as our initial anniversary date neared I knew she was single again. So on that day I dropped by her job as a supermarket cashier and bought a pack of Goo Monsieur. As she rang me up, I asked her if we could get back together. She said maybe, but would call me later. Of course she said yes, and we've been together ever since. Got married, and have 2 kids. Easily the best $1.07 I ever spent. Bought a Breville Barista Express espresso machine 5+ years ago. I drink at least 2 Americanos or lattes a day. It has never failed in any way, shape or form, and at this point has saved me approximately $11 billion at Starbucks over this time period. I absolutely love that machine. I got one as a gift. I do not know how they did this, and I really only asked once. And it is an item I would rescue from a fire. My partner once caught me telling it that it was beautiful. Not exactly a purchase, but we were at the tail end of a 32-hour road trip with our 5 kids ages 5 to 15 years old at the time. I loved them, but I needed silence. I bribed them with $1 for whoever could be quiet the longest. I thought I'd buy myself perhaps 5 minutes of quiet tops before someone breathed someone else's air. Nope. Complete silence for just over an hour until we pulled into our destination. I declared them all winners, so they all got $1. By far the best $5 I've ever spent. That is awesome. I have tried this with my 2 kids and my youngest won't even try. She just says no. I have to talk. LASIK eye surgery. Oh my god. Yes. Got LASIK 4 years ago and continues to be the best money I ever spent. I wake up and can just see with no glasses or contacts. Amazing. I'd love some info about the process if you have anything to share. Granny panties 100% unsexy, but 100% oh so comfortable. Mine have flowers on them, as in memory of all the faces that were buried there. My car. It isn't even that great. 96 Camry. But going many years without a car was a daily struggle. Now I can get anywhere I need to without having to bother friends and family. Something as simple as grocery shopping went from being embarrassingly difficult to not a big deal. Edit. Till my car is amazing and I should appreciate it even more than before. 90s Toyotas are very dependable. My house. It's appreciated in value by like $150,000 since I bought it 5 years ago. A weighted blanket, please. I have been looking for a genuine review. Can you detail to me the advantages? Ability to clean, easiness. Changes to your sleep, anxiety. Lots of love and thanks in advance. Cleaning is a pain, as the weight of it can be too much for a household washing machine. Many come with a duvet cover. Others have loops around the edges for you to add your own. I had to wash mine once when one of my cats peed on it. I was able to do it in the bathtub. It was a workout. It's been a huge difference for me. I always struggle to get to sleep because I can't turn my mind off and relax. It's not instant, but it's much better. I've been had mine over a year now and rarely a night without it. Coffee grinder. Best to grind your coffee at home, makes all the difference. Plus it eliminates the cockroaches in your ground coffee issue, thank God. You monsieur. What? Exclamation mark. He eliminates cockroaches. If it can grind coffee beans, cockroaches should be easy. Stardew Valley. My vibrator, honestly, haha. Bidet. This should be number 1. It's such a game changer but so hard to convince most Americans of. I only have a cheap $100 one that attaches to my toilet seat. But it's my favorite thing that I use daily. When I have to travel, I feel like a wasteful, dirty, shit monster slinking around with my raw butthole cause I had to use half a roll of paper to feel less than half as clean as I do after a little toot-toot from my bidet. Technically number 2. Global entry. Worth it for the TSA pre-check. Not that I'm using it these days. Condom. You know it's free to manually remove the baby. Tried this, now my sister won't speak to me. Real chef knives. Sharp. German. Such a huge difference in prep work. The complete Calvin and Hobbes. Bound. 3-volume set. No one is allowed to touch it. My daughter reads all the cheaper paperback collections I received over the years every Xmas. She's 17 now. I might just let her have a peek. Also, a close second is a painting of the Hawker Hurricane I found in what I thought was a nice art store. I just felt like I should have it. I looked it up after I bought it and it appears to be commonly replicated. But I liked it. I love military history, and it's one thing in our house that can be pointed to and said, that's here because of Kurt_go_bang. Memory foam pillow. I bought my first memory foam pillow 16 years ago. I don't use it for sleeping now as I have a king-size bed with king-size pillows. But my daughter was born premature and had to be fed slowly lying on her side, and that pillow was there ready to lend her some support. Birkenstocks. They will change your life, especially my high-arched comrades. I felt that way about my Crocs. But somehow they went missing when I moved in with my husband. They were ugly but God were they so comfy. Benno box. If you put junk food in it you'll feel dumb. I bought one on Kickstarter 3 years ago. Thought my girlfriend or I could pack lunches for each other. She's been gone for over a year now. We never did do anything besides eat out. They said they just started assembling them last week lol. 18-pack of toilet paper a month before the pandemic began, thanks to a Costco membership and basement shelving. My family of 3 were packing 60-plus Charmin triple rolls when the shortages started. We just stock up whenever it is on sale, and there had been a sale not long before. I wouldn't call myself a prepper, but when at the prices Costco has for things like 25-pound boxes of high-quality rice for around $10, you would be a fool to not keep one of those bad boys in the bottom of your pantry. A kidney, I still use it today. I'd hope so lol. Invested $20,000 of an inheritance into a weed grow. Now I've been working in the cannabis industry for years and have made probably $300,000 on my investment. My house. Lived like a miser for 10 plus years to afford a down payment. The feeling of putting money into the house instead of rent is fantastic. There's this moment of realization that you own all of it. The copper wiring in the walls? That's your wiring. The slab under your floor? That's your concrete. The air vents? Your vents. It's all yours. If I got up and punched a hole in my wall right now, I'd have to answer to no one. That's Frito, monsieur. Edit. I'd prefer not to though. I don't really want the $400 repair bill when I get the drywall guys out here again. Didn't punch a hole in the wall, repairs that had to cut open the wall, which made me need the repair guys to fix the wall. The realization that we didn't have to let anyone in without a warrant once we got those keys was fucking awesome. No more nosy landlords. I don't even answer the door unless I'm expecting someone. The pet adoption fees for my cats. I never had pets growing up. My mother is allergic, but my wife always had cats. So after we were dating for a while and living together, we adopted 2 cats. I never felt so much unconditional love or had a stronger feeling of having a home until they lived with us. Squatty potty. Only $25 and I poop so smoothly now. Lol, WTF is that? It's like a stool, but you place it under your feet so you don't have to pick your feet up when you take a shit. Good constipation reliever if you don't have 2 small stools at home. And I do not mean shit stools. Invisalign. I got so much more self-confidence and general happiness when I wasn't embarrassed to smile anymore. When I was hungry on a rainy night, a loaf of olive bread at an Italian bakery in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.